Let's hope to God this goes live, okay? Let's hope this works. It's live. Perfect.
I'm gonna check if it shows up.
Yep, it is. We got it. We actually got it. I can put it in live streams. What about that? We did something actually good today. That live stream, Control V. And I figured out how to get the thumbnails in, so hey. So welcome to Formula B Race 7 of Season 4, the start of the final 3 races. We have this many people racing today, so this is going to be good. This is going to be really good. Now, let me quickly mute global, because that's driving myself insane. We're good, we're good. Tuba, can you quickly flick and unflick the lever to make sure that everything's set?
Yeah, I got you. I heard it. It works.
Yep, we good. We absolutely clean with it today, okay? So. And just to confirm, Casimir, you are good. It says like race none,
Yep.
observing open. Perfect.
Racer track, see tracking, racer open.
Yep. I'm going to do just 7. I just have it being 7 laps. There's so few people. We're not doing Q2 for B. It's going to be this. Then if it... And yes, it is aware that DRS does not work. DRS will not work. With this amount of people, I don't think we need the DRS, honestly. So I think we're good. So I'm going to set it into quali, then you're all free to go. It's just all of you at once because it's going to be few enough. There's few enough people. We don't need anything else. We'll see about A-League. I hope we're not suffering numbers today, but kind of expected with weekend after Christmas. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Actually, Casimir, whenever you want to set it into quali, since you know how to do it, feel free, and I'll just watch. That'll be easier than me just spamming my keyboard.
Okay, should be good.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay, should be good. So, David, whenever you want to start, go right ahead. Are you tracking, by the way, out of curiosity?
Yeah, I have RC tracking.
Okay, so most likely it's not going... It did count the pit counts as lap, but it... Yeah, I just don't see the times above their heads, because it's being goofy. David's coming right around to the water elevator, going up. Not getting much of a launch from it. It'll be different depending on what version you're playing on, as water elevators are stupid like that, as Pepti kind of comes out emerged from it. David coming to the large drop down, taking the reverse route, which is slightly faster there, cutting the corners well. Coming around to the front stretch, we shall see if this sets a lap or just starts one. He sets a 43.202. Okay, I just don't... Oh, there, now it's doing the deltas on top. David is heading right around. Pepti setting a 48, Maxi setting a 46. So they are all coming right around. Everyone's going to be doing a bit better. Bama setting a 46. Dagger coming in to set a 46.8 as well. Let's go see race player add. Sacred's not online. What are you talking about? Okay. And Ant coming in to set a 107. That's okay. Yeah, I don't think they're going to have internet today, so Sacred is going to have to make up for a probable no-show today. If he can even appear for one lap of the main race, even starting in last, he will still get the points of 7th place, which will be better. Maxi back there, setting a 43.154. He is trying to go as fast as he can. Pepti just behind in quali, but several seconds behind in the times. So it looks like many other people aren't improving much, aside from Dagger, who just went 2.8 seconds faster than his previous time, setting a 44 flat, which is really good. As coming up to the finish line will be David, as he is coming around to get onto lap 4, setting a 42.450, but scraping the first turn right after, but Race player add. What? Who are you talking about? He's not online. As Dagger sets a 42.191, taking preemptive pull from David, as Dagger is going much faster right now, but he is catching up to other people in the qualifying session as they are going around. Ant getting bumped by Dagger due to lag. Is Ant in the Formula Apex Discord? If someone could send that to...
She is.
She is?
In the
Cool.
stage.
Cool. Just wanting to make sure. Bama missing the skip, trying to get a good lap, missing it slightly, so going to be behind. As he is over by 2.5 seconds due to that. As Dagger's about to be getting on to lap 5 of 7. As he was able to pass David. Once Dagger finishes, everybody else is on their final lap. And we'll just complete their qualifying time when they cross the line, so everyone just crash into T1. I'm taking screenshots right now just to be safe. David Barra setting a 41.351. That is the new fastest lap as Dagger gets stuck in the slime block. He's not getting a PB. That small slime block was added by the original creator of the track to catch people up, and it certainly has today. Dagger's coming around to get onto his final lap of quali. He gets a good first turn, getting the tap off the carpet. He's managing well. Further behind, though, as with our great fans in here who are definitely not A-League racers looking on, Antwoman comes through, going into T1, followed by David Barra, who is...
on last.
Yep, David's on last lap. Okay. So David is on final lap. Pretty much when David crosses the finish line, unless it goes to like 8-7 when Dagger passes. But because it's... Quali's always the weirdest one with how it counts, so it's probably when...
It's gonna be when David crosses.
Yeah, when David crosses, actually. My bad. So David, whenever you cross, just push it right across the finish line and like crash off the water. There. As David fell trying to take the skip, he's coming around, dropping down, making up for the miss. So David just go completely straight and crash. David has finished, so we'll have to set quali off once everybody crossing Maxi, you are done with your quallying as well. Same with you, Ant. Don't cross the finish line, by the way, or in the pits, because just of how the checkpoints work, I really don't want to deal with this.
Okay. Is it everyone?
I'll say yes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's take none.
Race, export, positions. FB or 7Q. Laps. Okay. So now, Tuba, would you mind closing the grid for everybody? Yeah, everybody stop attacking each other. Shush. Maxi, if you attack somebody, that's bad. Don't worry, I'm watching. Ant, if you... Okay, Ant, you can go ahead and line up in 6th place, which is the one on the right side here.
Can you guys?
Oh yeah, I'll... Race... Is it exit or quit to end the race and not fuck up the session? I think it's exit. When in doubt, we're gonna have a funny thing happen. Okay. Screenshot just in case. Exit. Okay. Yep. SWR. Okay. I will let up Asprey for 10 seconds. I will count it.
Firstly, get in there, David. Secondly, I'm leaving for C League now. Wish me luck. Bye.
Okay. Good luck.
Bye.
Okay. So race.
Second joint.
Okay. Sacred, get over here very fast. Get very fast.
Just work
Oh my
this,
god, they're both here. Start
Two.
back row. Start back row.
Oh.
I'm not giving one shots. Start back row. We're speed running this, okay? This track's like 40 seconds, right?
Yeah, something.
Okay. Okay, we're going to do if it's so 20 laps is for that. So I think we do this is going to be long for a few people, so I'll round down a bit. We'll do 27 laps, 3 pits, might as well, you know? Thoughts about that? If that sounds good with everybody, I'm doing 27 laps, 3 pits. This is the last check. And David, please listen, there is no such thing as TeamSpeak. We have told you this many, many times.
Okay, all good. I'm tracking.
SWRC, race.
Sacred, move up. You're not gonna start last. Just like move up to like last row, you know,
Like last row.
I'm
You're not
Pepsi.
starting last, like last row. Seuss is starting in 8th. Like, literally, you can come up. Just break your boat.
He's doing the true way of going, of just boating all the
The
way.
goated
up.
way. Oh,
Too far, too far.
light overshoot. A minor overshoot. He is lining up. We have the goated set of people who chose to show up despite everything going on right now. We are doing 27 laps and 3 pits. My screen is
Hold on, I
sharing.
drowned. I need to go back. I need to go back.
Okay, Tuba has ceased to exist. We are doing it really well today. So
Okay,
to
I'm here. I'm here.
go prep for the lever, I need to, Casimir, go ahead and set it in race state, and I'll give the countdown for Tuba to flick.
Race state.
Perfect.
Points.
So, the Season 7 race for Formula B Season 4 at Pipeway shall be starting in 3, 2, 1. Flick it! And they are underway as everybody tries to cram themselves into the tiny blue ice section as everybody's getting bumped. Dagger and David getting off to pretty strong start, followed by Bama. Nobody able to go for the DRS as it has decided to choose not to function today, as it loves doing that. As we pass through the Von Krieja corner, as I'm going to dub it, everybody's heading up the water elevators. Pretty spread out after the first S's as Seuss and Antwoman are in the back. Sacred up into P6, trying to strike to get many more positions. Nearly hitting, but barely missing the ice skip as everybody's coming over to get onto lap 2 as Dagger set a 42.742 preemptive fastest lap of the race as he is trying to pull away with about a 2.3 second lead, but everybody else is quickly catching up as it's dropped down to a 1.7. As Dagger is heading up the water elevator, David has his eyes set on getting a win with Bama trying to strike from behind. And don't discount anybody else. There are so few people in this race that it is anybody's game, as David is nearly on top of Dagger at this point. David having to try to not get bumped right now. So they are very close to coming across the finish line, only about half a second apart. As Dagger scrapes, David gets immediately by. He is now in the lead with a 1 second advantage. Spama scrapes a bit, looking to strike. Hefty making up P5, Seuss and Sacred racing it out in 6th and 7th respectively, and Antwoman making up 8th position. As Seuss got bumped out by Sacred, Sacred trying to pounce on Pepti right now, as Sacred seems to have the slight advantage through the water elevator. They are very much in tandem coming around the upper section. We shall see Sacred going for the blue ice skip, getting it immediately, getting the drop down back. We shall see. That puts him a good 1.5 to 2 seconds ahead of Pepti. So he crosses the finish line with the lead of a 40.897. as Sacred has his eyes set on Maxi now. And further up ahead, David is making it look easy, getting to pretty much 4 seconds as Antwoman slightly missed. The drop down, David has gotten around and lapped her as David's heading on to lap 5. And for anybody wanting to do a pit, by the way, taking after the drop down in that last turn, there is the area lined with like glass and ice on the right side. That is the pit road. Since I never really specified that, figured I should, since nobody has. Pepti electing to take first pit of the race, as David has enough of a lead that he's trying the blue ice skip and nailing it, extending his lead even further, as he is just heading down, looking to knock out some laps. Coming up behind is Dagger. David setting a 40.798, Bama following, and Sacred up to P4. So from starting in last, he has made his way up the field as fast as he can because he wants to get another win. He has tried for he is wanting to win the championship, definitely. Well, everybody's wanting to win the championship. What am I, Terraformer commentary? Anyways, Sacred is trying to get yet another win to cap off the season, where he has the championship without needing the final race. As Sacred goes for the blue ice skip, barely missing it, but he was plenty far ahead of people behind him, so he doesn't have to worry. As Bama goes in to get a pit, Antwoman also did her first pit. So Bama is, we shall see how long the pit takes, as it's a few seconds ahead. We shall see where Bama emerges, as he is out, and he is about 13 seconds behind Sacred. Seuss was not far behind in the pits as well, taking first pit of 3. Seems to drop you about 14 seconds, roughly, considering the speed you get out of it. So that will need to be known for the drivers wanting to get out of the way. Sacred setting another fastest lap, going back and forth with David as Dagger takes out back the lead due to, looks like David has pit, so Sacred is up into 3rd place. Need to go find Sacred wherever he is. Oh, that was spooky section. So Dagger and Sacred are right on top of each other. David is close behind with a pit up on them. Sacred going for the blue ice skip, misses it though. And David also going for the blue ice skip, getting it as well. They have been practicing this track nearly all week, aside from, actually spending the holidays, so this race is still anybody in the top 5's game, as we are only a third of the way through the race. Sacred in P2 now, trying to catch up to Dagger to take the lead, as for the time being. I wish I had Formula 1 sounds on these boats. Sacred bumps Dagger in the drop down though, so he scraped, allowing Seuss to try to unlap herself a bit, and P3 of David currently to catch up a bit, but David is being backmarked quite a bit, as Pepti's now around since Seuss has been backmarking David to pretty high extent. As David scrapes yet again, trying to not bump on either of the 2 drivers in front. David is certainly not having a day there, as Sacred lagged in the water elevator. They are all a giant train. Antwoman, do you have a boat? Okay, there's about to be a slight bit of congestion on the water elevator. Don't worry about it for now. Just don't worry. Well, I think you can do /boat race, Antwoman, and it'll give you some boats. I don't know for sure, but it should. Seems you got another boat,
I
but
think they
yeah.
removed it. They removed the command.
Oh yeah, for the civs. Yeah, that would make sense they removed it because it would be infinite food and boats, which would kind of ruin it. Yeah, just wanting to make sure. Maxi electing to pit during all the congestion, with Dagger up to a 3.5 second lead over Sacred currently. So they are making their way around. Dagger crossing the finish line as we speak. Sacred close behind, nearly 5-second lead now, due to the line of congestion from the water elevator, as this track tends to share some qualities with Sebero, which is the track Formula A is racing on later today, where one wrong move backs up the entire field of racers. Oh,
What?
okay, so randomly the water elevator is sometimes lagging and kicking people out of their boats. Good to know that this water elevator is mildly deadly today, as Sacred is taking the blue ice skip to try to catch up as much as possible, as Dagger is starting to run away with it ever so slightly. Sacred's pulled that down to a 3.6 second lead, as he is making his way through the first sector nearly by memory at this point, as Dagger is just ahead, heading into the water elevator, as Sacred is now entering it just behind. On lap 13 of 27, it is the lead is still highly contested between the three, but David definitely has the lead over with Pit Delta, considering that he's in fact 14 seconds further ahead unless something insane happens, like falling off the track, as he now passes as Sacred has elected the pit, so he's back in P3. We will see how far ahead he is of Bama when he emerges from the pits, as further back, P7 Pepti also is pitting, as Sacred comes out of the pits, getting into the first turn. We shall see where Bama is. Bama and Antwoman are in the same boat together now. Okay, so something happened back there, so no time was gained or lost. But they are now racing together.
This was all planned.
This was all perfectly planned. We knew all of this would happen, as Seuss, a lap behind, is coming on to lap 14 for herself, as David might be going on to lap 16 soon, as Dagger is coming out of the pits. Dagger seems to be about 12.5 seconds behind of David. I have no clue why the timer is counting down on the thing. There must be something weird going on with SWRC today. That's goofy. But it's not affecting the score, as Bama is going into the pit. Sacred's looking for an overtake on the blue ice, doesn't get it, but is very close, dropping down just behind, nearly in tandem with Dagger for P2 right now, as David is going for his second pit and is nearly out by the time they're there, so David is a complete pit delta ahead at this point, being just behind them. So one mistake and David's already in P1 respective of pits, but Sacred gets bumped out of the water elevator though. That's what happened. That's what happened to Antwoman. That is exactly it. Got bumped in the water elevator and it kicked him out. So he lost a bit of time. He's going to need to catch back up to David. As David and Sacred both fail the water skip. David on 2 pits. Pepti having finished all pits. Seuss completing her final pit of the race as she comes around the first turn. Antwoman coming around Sacred and David, lapping her as she emerges, unable to fulfill her backmarking dreams, but possibly she might be able to if she gets around David or Sacred to unlap herself once, because if she does, she can fulfill her backmarking dreams that she loves sentencing anybody in the A-League 2 if she ever finishes podium and races there. So we shall see what goes on with her for the rest of the race as Sacred, Antwoman, and David are making their way around, all three of them failing the blue ice skip in unison, as Seuss was able to drop in and get around David, but David is still in podium. But David elects to pit to take final pit as Dagger is taking his second pit as well, coming out in second place just behind Sacred. As everyone's kind of all caught up to each other, but on different lap lengths. This is a very chaotic race to figure out what's going on in the slightest. It looks like some fence gates might have also been pressed shut, so if you're getting stuck in random places, that is the exact reason why. As Sacred tries to take the blue ice skip and misses again, Seuss is looking to take him up on the offer to go and backmark him. As Dagger is just behind, about 7 seconds behind or so, with a pit up on Sacred. The top three are going to be very close to each other by the end of the race, as David's finished all 3 pits so far, and is 7 seconds behind Dagger, meaning they're all roughly equivalent when matching pit times. It's going to be a very close end, as we are... once Sacred goes onto it, we are going to be heading on to lap 20 of 27. There will be 8 laps left, counting lap 20. As Antwoman is taking second pit, she is going on to lap 14 herself, making a very good showing for her first time boat racing. Sacred is coming around. The DRS wants to try to work, but it is unable to make itself work today. It is being goofy like that. As Sacred is looking to go lap Maxi. Maxi is currently back in P5, looking to try to catch up to Dagger in P4 hopefully, but is 12 seconds behind, so we will see if Maxi's able to, as Sacred goes to pit, which will be giving the lead possibly to David, but David is 18 seconds behind. Something happened to Dagger. He is now like 22 seconds behind. Something insane happened. Looks like Sacred might actually still have the lead after this. Something happened. Oh, Dagger apparently pitted. That's what happened. Okay, so... But Sacred is about 6 to 7 seconds ahead of David right now. David is scraping on several turns, trying to get around Antwoman, quickly followed by Bama, who's up to P3 right now. As Sacred has now taken the lead of the race. On lap 21, he is making his way around the final turns to cross the finish line for lap 22 as well, still having one more pit to do along with Bama, so it is still nearly anybody's race. It is going to be a very close last few laps, as David tries to get around Pepti, but they both scrape in the same turn. They are in tandem. David trying to lap Pepti, as David has now fallen to 10 seconds back behind Sacred. David is making his way up the water elevator. Sacred's already dropping out of the upper zone, making his way around to try to lap Seuss yet again on this track, as this track is very small, setting a new PB of a 40.2. He had clean air for that lap to be able to get that, as he is now catching up to much of the lap traffic. As he scrapes a bit, not too much, but he scrapes a bit, still having one more pit to do. He's nearly a pit delta up. Oh. Antwoman fell out of the boat due to getting stuck on the fence gate. So there is a boat at the top. Oh, Antwoman actually died off that due to it, so Antwoman, feel free to warp back, warp race, I believe. And feel free to run it. It's okay. I would just recommend staying to the side. She's trying to get back to her boat.
David is ahead after Sacred Pits.
Oh, David is ahead after Sacred. Thank you for keeping me updated. I was not keeping track. As David is now about 3 seconds ahead. Antwoman's still doing the run, keeping out of the way as much as possible. David does bump on the water elevator, so Sacred's back ahead though, as they are both right on top of each other. Only about a second apart. We shall see how the last few laps go. They're very close. David falls off the blue ice, though, as they were nearly passing each other. So Sacred's going to be about 3 seconds ahead, with Dagger being about 8 seconds behind David. As it is looking like this might be the ending, but anything can happen on this track with how tight it is and how precise every single turn is. So it is nobody's in the top three's race just yet. Another vote has been lost to time. So there is a boat there. I cannot break it, but there is another boat lost to time. As Maxi falls off the blue ice, Sacred's able to hit it and keep the lead. David having to take the blue ice as well to keep up, to try to catch up and pass Sacred in one of the final laps, as he's gone on to lap 26 of 27. David making his way around the lap traffic, trying to catch up as much as possible, but Sacred's pulled away up to 4.5 seconds. So he's going to need a miracle in the last couple laps to be able to make up the gap. Oh, that's what it is. There is a closed couple fence gates there. So the water elevator has been deadly today. As Sacred
fails.
Yep, Sacred did fall off the blue ice. So David will be able to capitalize on that mistake. It won't be enough right now, but he will catch up to just within a couple seconds. Most likely.
Final lap. Final lap.
Yep. As Sacred is on the final lap, and so is David. It is David trying to catch up to take this win, as Sacred is going around to the water elevator for the last time. Going up. David going up as well. There's only one way for the win to happen here. Sacred takes the blue ice, gets the blue ice. David fails it. So Sacred David did not get the blue ice, so Sacred's able to come around. And he is backing up, making it slightly competitive, and crossing to finish the race along with David.
Yeah, finish.
Maxi having a couple more laps to go, as this field really spread out today.
Dagger is next to finish.
Yep. Pepti entering final lap. Dagger is finishing P3, rounding up the podium. Bama in P4 just behind.
Yes.
Zeus will be up next, coming out. Zeus will finish P5. And Maxi and Pepti. Maxi's coming around, then Pepti will be just behind. Maxi crossing the finish line, though. In style, in the Warfax Ladies livery. As Antwoman and Pepti are coming around.
I think we can.
I'm going to set it to none, but so you don't have to finish up your laps, Antwoman. You're good.
So set it to none.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. I'll go ahead and export flaps FBS4R7. I'm exporting flaps and positions just so that way I have it along with the main ID. Yep, so we should. So I don't remember where the podium is on this track, honestly. So I'm gonna say we just all gather in turn 1 or something, okay? Dagger, don't kill people yet.
I don't think it's here.
Well, we always kill each other, so like that normally happens. So I'm just saying yet because I want it to be after I'm done streaming, so I take no responsibility. So, anyways, so P3 Dagger, let's get you up here first.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Congratulations on
how is it?
P3. How are...
First podium, by the way.
Congratulations, first
Somehow.
podium.
Yeah, best I've done so far is P4. I've gotten like 2 P4s.
Mm-hmm.
But this is nice. I'm excited to see the A League track because you know I'm backmarking them so hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out sponsor My Show Inc. You know, of course.
Yep.
I'm excited to see how much you get. I'm sorry, probably shouldn't say that.
No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations
Thank you.
on your win. And what was the thing that just what was the race decider for you when it came to realizing you were going to get P3 and not higher or lower?
Um, I don't really know. I was so worried in the end because I scraped a couple times and I was just praying that nobody caught up to me. And I had no clue where like Maxi and Bama were because I actually don't have SWRC on my instance. So I had no clue where they were, so I was just praying that I end up P3 and then when I don't even know who said it. When somebody said, "Oh, Dagger's next to finish," I'm like that's when I actually knew that I got P3. I was scared. So
Okay. And it looks like Seuss has volunteered to help you install it before the A-League race this afternoon, so you'd
thank
be
you.
able to.
Thank you, Seuss.
Yeah. But yeah, congratulations. I'm going to go pull up our second place winner, but congratulations on your P3.
Thank you, Sai.
So, David, getting up here. David, congratulations on getting P2. Also, could you stand still for a second?
Thank you. Okay.
You're using a slim Minecraft skin with the wide skin model, by the way.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care.
I'm just making sure you're aware. Just making sure. but yeah. Anyways, congratulations on P2, and what would you say was the race decider for yourself?
Well, honestly, in the beginning, I undercut Dagger and Sacred like insanely hard, and I was ahead by like I think 10 seconds. I know I don't have SWRC, but then I absolutely fumbled, and I ended up P2.
That's complete. That's completely fair. By the way, I think your initial cut was about 12 seconds, but then they started catching up very fast after
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And in the last lap, like I actually had some hope, like okay, maybe Sacred will fumble, and then I have to be prepared so I can go around him and take a win.
Well, congratulations nonetheless, P2.
Thank you.
Very strong podium.
Congrats.
Good points for the
Yeah.
championship race, obviously.
Congrats to Sacred for getting P1 from starting last. He absolutely coughed, honestly. He raced like really well. I don't know. And shout out to Hive Corp. Shout out to XPS Shop.
And shout out Viridian Market, which I never
No.
did right now. Whoopsie, my bad,
I'm
Viridian. Sorry to be a bad sponsor.
I am not I'm
Nope,
not
nope.
shouting out Viridian.
Nope, shout out Viridian Market. Anyway, Sacred, get right up here.
Hi.
Hello. I see you're on the Piranha Plant of Superiority right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to find a spot where I can stand above these peasants.
Well, congratulations on your P1. How does it feel to achieve it from starting in last?
Honestly, new experience, had a lot of fun. David was way better than I expected. So that was a surprise. I truly didn't expect that he was gonna be that good at this track. So it really was a challenge. But I had a lot of fun, way less backmarking than I expected, since there wasn't a lot of people. But shout out for the market. Thanks to Tiana Rose for being a good mate. And Asprey, look chat. My command keys, W Appy.
Okay. So, Well, one last thing before we finish off. I noticed that slight boat accident at the water elevator. Could you tell me what happened there?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know what his or her name was, and woman or something.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
I don't know. She just placed two. She had two boats there, so I just was stuck inside of the water elevator. I just couldn't get up, so I lost like 5 seconds or something.
No, no worries. What
Hey,
I
but
know.
I'm not mad.
Yeah. I mean, the water elevator was getting many different gates. Yeah, Atwoman died in the elevator, and people were opening and closing the fence gates, so people were catching on the fence gates as well. So it was because I noticed you had a bad time in the elevator. It seems like everybody hated that
Yeah.
elevator.
This was a mean water elevator. Hey, but still a lot of fun. Good track. Well, for TT, not for racing.
Yep.
C-Bar is better.
Well, if you want to, since you finished in the top 3, you can race at Sebro this afternoon.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, you're able to do that.
I'll be there.
What time is it? Oh my god, this is the earliest we finished a B race in a long time. Okay, it's only 2:15.
Oh,
So
this
it'll
was a
be,
quick race.
Yeah, hour 15 minutes. That is the A-League race. So people who did not finish top 3, unless you're a reserve driver for A-League, feel free to come spectate it when it is time. But until then, thank you for racing. Hope you had plenty of fun.